Hello friends, my name is Ankit Balvanshi and I welcome you all on the video lecture on the topic Hydrological Cycle, study of hydrological cycle. So what do you mean by the hydrological cycle? Hydro means water. Hydrological cycle means the movement of water on the earth's atmosphere and the earth's surface. So the phenomena is the hydrological cycle. So we have various processes, various complex processes which go on and contribute to make it a hydrological cycle. These are the condensation process, the precipitation process, the wind, the evapotranspiration, evaporation, streams, runoff, infiltration, deep percolation, groundwater. So what do you mean by these all terms? So if we see that there is one solar energy is the source of or the source of running of this hydrological cycle. So one process is the precipitation, which means the water going to the earth's surface. Second one is the runoff. Runoff means that after reaching the Earth's surface, the water moves on the Earth's surface. This movement of water on the Earth's surface is known as runoff. So runoff क्या होगा? जो भी होगा पानी जो precipitate होगा वो अगर अर्थ सरफेस के ऊपर अगर बहेगा दैट इज टर्म्ड एज रन ऑफ. नाउ पानी गिरेगा तो सीधे तो रन ऑफ होगा नहीं, मीन्स पानी सीधे तो बहेगा नहीं, कुछ पार्ट ऑफ वाटर विल गो डीप इनसाइड, दैट इज नोन एज इनफिल्ट्रेशन. ठीक है, पानी कहाँ कहाँ स्टोर होगा? लेक्स में भी स्टोर हो जाएगा, स्ट्रीम्स में भी स्टोर हो जाएगा, कुछ ऑब्स्ट्रक्शंस भी रहेंगे, लाइक कोई बिल्डिंग के ऊपर भी पानी जम गया, कहीं बहुत घना वेजिटेशन है, वेजिटेटिव कवर है, वहां पर भी पानी रुक जाएगा. ठीक है, तो ऐसी सरफेसेस जैसे लेक्स हो गया, ट्रीज के ऊपर, वेजिटेशन कवर्स के ऊपर जहां पे पानी जमीन तक नहीं पहुंच पाया, उन सरफेसेस पे क्या होगा? इवेपोरेशन एंड ट्रांसपिरेशन, like right. So these are the losses, and all this runoff and all this infiltration has been going towards the ocean, right? So this is a continuous cycle. The water reaches the earth's surface, then goes in the lakes, streams, then infiltrates, then reaches the oceans, and again evaporation takes place from various surfaces, and this is how the hydrological cycle goes on. So first part is the precipitation. The vapor that accumulates or freezes on condensation is acted on by gravity and falls to Earth's surface. So we have various forms of precipitation, just dew, mist, fog, rain, hail, and snow. Right. Precipitation is the single strongest variable that is driving the hydrological process. It is formed by water vapor in the atmosphere, and as the air cools, its ability to hold water decreases and some turns to liquid or ice. There are various forms of precipitation that are like frontal, convective, and orographic. Orographic is the most common and which is mostly seen. Convective is another form that is due to the warm moisture rises and due to warming from solar heated ground surface, and then the precipitation takes place. Next we have the evaporation and transpiration. So evapotranspiration means evaporation and transpiration. So evaporation is a loss which can be from open water, from the soil, from vegetation surfaces, and transpiration is only the water loss from the plant's bodies. Next we have the plant transpiration. Most water absorption occurs in the upper half of root zone. Okay, means जो वाटर होता है वो जो अब्जॉर्ब होता है प्लांट के द्वारा, राइट. सो 40% is extraction in the d/4 of the root zone, right? If d is the total extraction depth, then 40% is extracted from d/4, right? Next we have hill slope, means when the runoff process has started, we have one hot and overland flow. Then hot and overland flow मतलब क्या कि runoff is taking as surface runoff. Runoff क्या हो रहा है? पूरा का पूरा surface पे हो रहा है, वो infiltrate नहीं हुआ है. Then we have the subsurface runoff. Subsurface means it has not reached the groundwater, but it has been somewhere inside the ground. Okay, then we have the groundwater flow. अब जो ground water भी होता है, that is also on a movement towards the streams. ठीक है, तो ये runoff process होता है. So runoff is the drainage of precipitation from a catchment which flows out through its natural system after the occurrence of infiltration. Various losses from the precipitation and excess rainfall flows out through the small natural channels on the land surface to main drainage channel. Okay, a part of the infiltrated rainwater moves parallel to the land surface as subsurface flow and reappears on the surface at certain points. Such flows are called interflows. The other parts of the infiltrated water percolates downwards to groundwater and moves laterally to emerge in depressions and joins the surface flow. This type of flow is called the subsurface flow or the groundwater flow. So we have a certain runoff cycle which has been defined, like we have in the first figure A, we have that evaporation E is taking place and transpiration from plants is taking place. Precipitation event has not started. The water table is down, right? G is the groundwater table and water table is down. In the second event B, we see that precipitation P has started. Simultaneously, the evaporation or the interception loss has also been taking place. Interception loss is I. Interception means loss of water which is not going to the earth's surface, right? In the third figure, that is figure C, we see that precipitation is occurring, overland flow has started, infiltration in towards the ground has also started. Okay, and the groundwater table has started to increase, right? So we see that there is one small depression. The depression, we can say that it is a river and it seems to increase the level of the river. The fourth event is that the precipitation event has stopped. Okay, the water table has reached to its maximum, but now only the evaporation and the transpiration losses are taking place, right? So evaporation and transpiration losses are taking place from water body, from the soil surface, from the plant surface, and this cycle continues like this. So this is the runoff cycle. So there are various factors which affect the runoff, like the flow head, viscosity, soil and water temperature, like the soil surface condition, right? Like the land use, vegetative cover, and hydrophobicity, dryness, heat, plant chemicals, and subsurface conditions like the soil hydrologic group, the depth of soil layer, root system, plant table, water table depth, hydraulic conductivity, various other factors such as the antecedent soil water, chemical activity, biological activity, and the microbial activity all contribute towards the infiltration which affects the runoff process. Next one, the runoff is affected by the basin characteristics. In addition to the spatial and the temporal characteristics of rainfall, the physical features of the watershed also control the shape of the runoff hydrograph. Hydrograph. Factors affecting the hydrograph include drainage area, slope, roughness, storage, drainage density, channel length, and antecedent moisture conditions. Okay, so this was all about the various events which are involved in the hydrological cycle and which are to be studied for to know about the hydrological cycle. I thank you all for staying with me. Stay tuned and keep learning.